Hey folks, my hair's gone. Oh. Well, I did a big video yesterday. I did some unboxing and stuff while I was at Unruly. I thought I would do one that was out on location, but YouTube was flagging it for copyrights because they had their music playing in the background, and so didn't work. I'm not gonna have stuff up that's got, copyright flags on it. So I'm gonna redo that video today and add in some more stuff that I've had here at home that I didn't add into the video. So this video is probably gonna be about 15-20 minutes. I got a lot to cover here, so let's get started. Alright, first off, I would love to do the unboxing, but I did that unruly, and so I already got rid of the boxes. Sorry. But I can show you what I got. I was walking through the aisles there at Griffin's Rest, down the mini aisle, and first off I saw these Cobras. I thought those would look awesome as bodyguards for a sorceress. Do one fire and one ice, so you got like the contrasting magics, and then so I had to find the sorceress, to these to be her bodyguards. So I found this mini. I thought, it looked like she could be the one that's commanding these Cobras. Thought that would be cool. So imagine her standing there with big giant Cobra on either side. Not something you'd want to mess with. And then to add to, the game scene, I got this Pathfinder flip map, and it's the Thieves Guild. So you can do dry erase markers on here, and I have other ideas on this. But what it is it's a big fold out mat that's got pictures of the terrain on it. See, it's quite large. But you have, your little tavern scene down here, and I can throw my stuff on top of those tables. And that'll give it kind of a 3D effect. See if I can get this to a manageable size. Where's one? Okay. Like this room right here. See how it's got that long table right there in the middle? Well, with it down on the table, I can grab my tables and put those over that part, and it gives you a 3D aspect to the 2D map. So maybe it's 2.5D. But I can do that, and then when they're moving, the characters move from square to square, it's they have an obstacle. Instead of just imagining the obstacle there, you actually have the table there. And just imagine coming into this room and facing that. I'm gonna get some nice pictures with these, and So that's the mat. That's those minis. That's for one picture idea that I have with the sorceress and the cobras. Then I had another one that I was going to do with this cave entrance that I had a cool idea. Was having the cave, you know, and it's going to have dirt backing, you know, it's on the hillside, you know, and maybe, I don't know how hard it'll be, but maybe the stream coming out of the cave. But I thought maybe you could see, you know, just the silhouette of the dragon's head inside the cave. And this one's in the box. See? Reapers. Bone minis. I love them. I got this guy. He's Almaran the Gold Paladin. But my idea was he's outside the cave with his flaming sword. He's gonna kill the dragon, and flames come flying out, you know, and engulf him in flames. So I thought about that'd be a cool picture, you know, seeing the dragon spray fire out of the cave. And I figured I'd use real fire and use like hairspray and a lighter and spray the flames out and get the picture of actual flames coming out at him. I thought that'd be cool. It might melt him, but we'll see. But that's another picture idea. See what else. So, oh, I did get the flat mat, the matte clear, so that I can spray all my tavern stuff. Just see how they're shiny and they reflect the light. Chairs aren't shiny. You go into a you go into a bar nowadays, chairs aren't shiny. So I'm gonna spray all of those with the flat clear coat, which also protect the paint, because a few of them have been getting scratched up from me pushing them around, and now protect that. Sorry, I've been getting worse on my cough lately. For my little cook, it's not all put together yet, but I got this little brick bread oven. It's in 3 pieces. You saw this piece, but now I got the back piece, and then I have the dome for the top, which I still got to paint up. But that's a little bread oven for the little cook. I did another wine rack. And then I got this really cool shelf that I printed up. That it's made for holding, you know, it's designed, you know, to be filled with scrolls. But I see a lot of people use these as wine racks. And I printed up a whole bunch of wine bottles. And so I'm going to put wine bottles in there. And let's see, what else do we get? That one came out too small. We have this mess here, which I've been printing out all the pieces for this little cart to put my camera on, that I can wheel my camera across to give you some more cinematic looks. Think of it as a little car. It's gonna be a little car that'll hold my phone, And then I can roll it across the table and give you those nice, you know, rolling shots, and without all the expensive stuff. I also picked up some new colors. I got Desert Yellow, which I think I already had, but I got Desert Yellow, which I got that for my cave entrance for some highlights. And then for that one of the dragons, for the one of the cobras, I got this Orange Fire. I thought that was a cool looking color to give him kind of the fire element. Then I got some Stonewall Gray, which I think I already had. But to help with the stone color. And then I got Blood Red. We all know what Blood Red's for. Then, to add to my tavern, my nephew gave me this. He bought this one that had a throne, and it had this dwarf to sit in the throne. And I figured, oh, I'll put him in the tavern sitting at one of the tables because he's sitting. And he fits just right in one of my little chairs. My finger's in the way. There we go. He fits just right in one of the little chairs. So, that'll be another person to join the tavern scene. And let's see, was there anything else? Just working on some more of the stuff for the stop motion. You know, to get the character to stay standing, you know, you need some kind of a brace. And I found these. They're tie straps, you know, for tying up your cords and stuff like that. And they had a green one. They had a little green one. And a big green one. That I can use these to help keep Court, my dog. I can use these to help keep him standing so he's not falling over all the time. And it's green, so I can key it out of the picture or the video. And I've been making a stand. I used one of the bases from the plastic, and I've glued this together, and I put really thick Elmer's glue to hold it, so it's pretty sturdy. And then I'm going to joint another dowel up here that I can pivot. I'm going to make some kind of a joint to go there, and then pivot, and so I can have this out of the scene and above him, and I can use that to hold him upright. And then I can make him jump and stuff like that to where he's up in the air. Still waiting on my tax return to get dragon frame. Then once I get the dragon frame, I got a lint on my head. Where's that fuzzies? There it is. I have a white dog. I get white fuzzy hair all the time. But that'll hold him up there so that so that I can do him jumping and all this other stuff. And there's a stuff called sticky tack, which is it's mounting putty, which will go against him and then stick to the end of this, so that to hold him and it won't, you know, mess him up and, you know, and all that. But that's the stuff that I got for this week. Pictures are at Griffin's Rest. You can just go up to the counter and they have a little folder that you can take a look at, and it's got smaller versions of the bigger pictures that will be put upstairs. Well, I think that's everything I got right now. So that'll be it for this video right now. I'm gonna be working on some painting today, and then maybe I'll show you some of the minis after I paint them. And I'm gonna finish up. I got 5 of them up here I'm gonna finish today that I know of. And I may start on these new ones today. So we'll see what it brings. Careful when you go outside, because you might enjoy it.